Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Miss Felicia Inspire, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your pixie cuts look natural whenever you are doing your 27-piece quick weaves on your clients. Okay, so I am going to be using my Indie Tower 27-piece for this look, and I am going to go ahead and begin laying down the tracks. Now, whenever I start out, I always like to use my 2-inch, and I do about 2 or 3 rows, and this helps me whenever I am doing my clients and they have extra hair on the back of their neck. This always allows me to cover and get the coverage that I need without putting that track too far down on their neck. So this is going to also help me not have a thick hairline in the back, because a lot of the time whenever you are using your 1-inch, it is always thicker than the rest of the hair. This is the way that it's supposed to be. So to modify that, I always go in with my 2-inch at the back. Whenever I started out, I use that 2-inch, and then I also use this on my sideburns as well, because this makes it easier whenever I am going in, whether if I'm going to be doing a lining or either if I am doing finger waves. The thing about whenever you are doing your sideburns, you do not want those tracks too close, and you want to allow yourself to have that additional hair. And in the top, I am going in with my 2-inch, and I always do this. When it comes to the top, I always try to double track, because this is going to allow you to add additional volume. And this is also going to eliminate you having to do all of that extra curling, so you will not stretch these tracks in the top simply because of that particular reason. But it all depends on what look you are going for with your quick weave. But when you lay down your tracks, always comb it out with a fine-tooth comb, because you want to always make sure that you can see everything that you are going to be doing, because whenever you go in to do your razor work, the last thing you want is to have any type of glue snags, because sometimes whenever you don't stretch the hair, the ends of the hair is always prone to getting glue on it. That is one of the reasons why I started stretching my tracks when it comes to the back and the sides. Now, after I go in with that 2-inch, I'm going to use my 3-inch in the top. So if you didn't know it, so the 27-piece is your 1-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, because 3 bundles come in the pack. And that's just, the simple thing about any 27-piece. So I am going from side to side whenever I am doing this in the top, and I am double tracking as well. Again, this helps you to eliminate all of that extra work, especially when it comes to styling that hair. And with the Indie Tower 27-piece, the quality is beyond amazing, which is why I use it. And I do hate that it's hard to find, but you can always go to your local beauty supply stores or Google it online to see what's available. So yeah, I'm going to do this all the way back. And again, I am double tracking, and you can do this same technique as well. Now, I do want to mention, every first Monday in each month, I always host a live training. And if you are really trying to master quick weaves and quick weave wig making so that you can make multiple streams of income from this one technique, you can always join my online academy. And I will link all of that information in the description box, because I have a lot of people reaching out via email asking me about, learning and mastering this technique in detail. Now, when it comes to the subscription here on YouTube, it's not the same as being in my online academy, where you can have access to talk to me and be able to get your questions answered, and you don't have to worry about trying to figure things out. The subscription here on YouTube is simply a content library, but if you are looking for a coaching experience and really diving deep into the craft, you will need to join my school academy. And again, that information will be in the detail box. And also, thank you so much for all of my Patreons and supporters of the channel. You guys, they help make this possible so that I can continue to offer the free content to each and every one of you. So again, thank you so much. And everyone who have been with me since day one, who have watched my growth and contributed to the growth of my YouTube channel, I commend you and I thank you so much. Your presence does not go unnoticed. And for everybody who are new here, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I do not hold back, and I'm always going to be dropping gems. So make sure that you always come back here for all of your quick weave and quick weave wig making techniques. My channel is always going to be your go-to. So now let's go ahead and close this quick weave in. So when it comes to your track placement, you want to make sure that you are going in a circle, because the closure that I'll be using is the one one out of the pack. Now, you can do your own closure. It's completely up to you. But for the sake of the tutorial, I will be using the one out of the pack because everyone do not know how to make their own closure or close it in. But this is, a safety net for you if you do not know how to. And I'm going to show you how to actually make it make sense whenever you are doing this. But you can always use a lace closure, and I do have a tutorial on that as well, and I will link that in the description box for you because there are many ways to make your pixie cuts look natural. And to me, the most natural way to make your quick weaves look real is to put in a lace closure. So as you can see, I am combing this out again because you need to make sure that you can see what you're doing and know exactly how everything is laying. And even when I am combing this out, I always make sure that I am combing it in the direction I laid the tracks. If you do not ever remember anything else, that is one thing you need to understand. So when it comes to the closure, when you get it out of the pack, it will have extra lace around it. I always just go in and cut that off because it's going to cause more trouble to keep it on than it is to cut it off. Now, if you were sewing it down, you will not cut it all the way back like this. So that's one of the reasons they have it, extended out, just in case if you are going to sew it. But I don't sew any pixie cuts simply because the track placement requires you to put those tracks closer together. And when it comes to a sew in, you can definitely tell whenever you are sewing in a 27 piece. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done. Someone out there can do it, but I don't offer that simply because it's just way too much. I would rather do it into a quick weave pixie cut or make it into a quick weave wig, which is definitely protective and going to give them that long lasting look, and that's going to last them more than it would even if they had a sew in. So here we go with the razor work, and I wanted to go ahead and get in detail with this because a lot of people are asking me how to cut and shave the hair down with that guard off of this single blade razor. Now, I will say this, there is a significant difference in the way your quick weaves turn out. When you take that guard off, you are going to get a closer cut. And you're definitely going to have more control, but you have to be careful, especially if you do this on a client. If this is your first time trying it, always try to do this on a mannequin first because you do not have any type of protection. If that blade come off, it's coming off. That's just what it is. The only thing that's going to help you to keep this blade stable is your thumb. So you want to make sure that you practice and get comfortable with doing this method. I don't recommend this for everybody, but it can definitely be mastered if you take your time and learn how to master this and get comfortable with shaving the hair down. And one of the main issues I see when it comes to practicing 27 piece quick weaves is most people are uncomfortable with the shaving down process. Now, what I will say this, if you don't get comfortable with working with your tools, and another tool that I like to use is my thinning shears. This is one of the most important steps when it comes to any type of quick weave and making them look natural, or if you're looking for a nice feathered look, this is definitely one of those things that you want to get down pat is using your thinning shears. And the reason I use it is because on the ends of the hair, I don't like to have blunt lines. And that's one of the reasons why you can see choppy lines in quick weaves is because most people always go in with their regular shears when they don't need to. It's always going to be harder to blend if you use those shears because it's going to put a blunt edge on the ends of the hair. Now, I will say this, whenever I am shaving down, I do go back because a lot of the time, once you lay it down, don't be afraid to go back and correct. Now, that doesn't say you did anything wrong, but you always want to make sure that you are putting your finishing touches on this because sometimes I notice that in some places, they may be thicker than the other, and I need to make sure that I shave it down some more. And again, make sure you are careful whenever you are doing this. Now, I will say this. Now, if you do have the guard on, that doesn't say you can't achieve the same look. I'm not saying that at all. You definitely can still get the same look. So I am using my Diamonds Oil Sheen This is thebomb.com. I love this. It's very lightweight, and you can find this in your local beauty supply store, because I've noticed that on Amazon they don't really have it in stock all the time. So the best thing for you to do is to go inside your local beauty supply store and get it. So I am going to be using my comb to style this hair, and this is one of my heatless methods that I like to use and give it a style, because this is going to eliminate, and you can see exactly how your quick weave is laying, and you can see those layers and how they blend and lay. And again, I am going back with my razor because I am fine tuning how I want this to lay, because before I even move forward putting on her taper, I try to make sure that if I am shaving anything down, I want it to be extremely thin around the perimeter of the hair, because this is what's going to also help your quick weave pixie cut look more natural. This same exact quick weave can be turned into a quick weave wig, so I will be having a live training on that exact technique so that I can actually teach you how you can turn this same exact skill into an income stream beyond the chair. So make sure that you go in the detail box and check the training dates, as I am implementing during my trainings a VIP experience so that you can actually follow along as I do the live training, and you'll be able to create your unit live, and you'll be able to submit it to me, and I'm going to give you my personal feedback to help you fine tune what you need to improve on. And that experience will be limited, so if you want to participate, make sure that you head to the description box so that you can check it out. Now, when it comes to these trimmers, they are very good, and these are the Babyliss Pro trimmers, and I will link that as well, but they are a little on the expensive side. But you can always use the Andes T outliners, and I'll link those as well. They work phenomenal, and I still to this day use my Andes T outliners because they are my go-to trimmers whenever I am not able to use my Babyliss Pro trimmers. But the only thing about the Andes T outliners is they do have a cord, and they are a little on the heavy side. But I am literally done with this quick weave, and this is pretty much the finished look. I am adding my finishing touches, and you don't always have to put a lining. You can actually do a natural hairline, and if you want to learn how to do that, I will link my tutorial to that in the description box. Now, I am using adhesive spray. Now, granted, I know it says adhesive spray and it is designed for lace, but what I like about it is that it does not add a lot of shine, because most holding sprays, they put a lot of shine on it, making your quick weaves look wet or either look fake. But what I love about it is that it gives it a matte look, so it's kind of undetectable, but it is going to tame that frizz, and it's going to eliminate you having to add foam wrap lotion, and it's going to give you a sleek look when it comes to the finished product. So this is pretty much how it turned out. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking about it in the comment section, and make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, all the information will be linked in the description box, because I don't want you to miss out on the live trainings, because they are very beneficial. So don't be afraid to go ahead and try this look, because I hear a lot of people say you make it look easy. It is very easy, and you can do it too. So until the next time, you guys, bye.